Hey everyone, my name is Levi Mayhue and I'm an integration specialist with EDI Support LLC, supporting our new platform, Elevate, for small business. Last month, we received an inquiry from Miller Hardware Supply, a small business who had just won Lowe's but is now facing a 30-day deadline to become EDI compliant. Miller had no idea what EDI even was, so I'd like to walk you through exactly what Elevate did to help Miller Hardware become EDI compliant, as this is what Elevate does very differently from every other EDI software provider. Before going into the platform, let me tell you why Miller chose us after talking to countless other EDI companies. They had received quotes with annual contracts with deep commitment, monthly setup fees with high costs, and unclear visions of support and what would happen if and when something broke. Submit a ticket, and someone will assist is the answer they received most often. However, Miller is only a 5-person company with no dedicated EDI department. Well, now, Elevate is your dedicated EDI department. We started as an EDI consulting and support company, and that's still what we do. Elevate is the software we specifically built on top of it for small businesses like Miller that struggle with fast onboarding and end-to-end support from other legacy EDI providers. There are no contracts. Everything's month to month. All of our pricing is transparently laid out on our website. And when something breaks at 4 p.m. on a Friday, you call us directly. Not a random ticket queue with no guarantee on when you'll hear back. Now let's talk a little bit about the product. Once you actually are able to sign in to Elevate, you're greeted with a basic dashboard that allows you to select what month you want to see. When selecting this month, you're able to see how many partners you have and how many documents that you got per partner. This makes it very easy to be able to determine how much EDI you're actually doing. Before diving too much into each partner, I want to talk a little bit about the configuration that we set up for Miller Hardware, specifically with Lowe's. Here you can see that we have plenty of configurations available on the left side, from partners, items, locations and carriers, to labels, integrations, and even users and defaults. Here we're going to dive a little bit into how we specifically set up Lowe's for Miller Hardware. Miller Hardware didn't have to touch this. This was all set up by the Elevate support team. We were able to fill this out and configure it exactly to Lowe's specs. Miller Hardware wasn't responsible for this setup, and they don't have to maintain this setup. We're able to help them throughout this process. And again, this is set up specifically for Miller Hardware and Lowe's, where other EDI providers don't give you that luxury. Here, we have everything laid out exactly how Lowe's wants it for Miller's business. Now, let's go into an email that the Miller Hardware team got from our Elevate team. A direct email, not a random ticket number, not an automated response, stating that this was a request in a queue and would be handled when possible. A real person providing a real update, letting the team and company know exactly what is happening. This is what end-to-end support looks like. Now let's talk a little bit about the order to cash process. From the Elevate dashboard, you can click on the orders menu to get to the orders. As you can see, Miller got their first order from Lowe's earlier this week. Upon opening the order, we can see that we are greeted with an easy-to-read format that includes all of the pertinent details: who the order is for, what the amount is, when we have to ship it, and where we need to ship it. We also have the item details laid out as well, including order quantity, unit price, and the amount of each lot. Now, when this order is received, we can come into the EDI transaction screen and see that Elevate automatically sent Lowe's a functional acknowledgement or a 997. If there would be any problems with this, the Elevate support team would likely be on it before Miller even found out. Now, within the order itself, we made it very easy to get to subsequent outbound documents. As you can see up top, the order tab includes the order, but we also include shipments and invoices. The shipment tab will allow us to fulfill the order. So here we can see that we're greeted again with another easy to read form that includes all of the pertinent details that can be populated and sent out for order fulfillment. We also can easily access packing slips and labels as well. Now, once that order is fulfilled, we can come over to the invoice side of things. Now, this is how small businesses get paid. Again, you're greeted with a very easy to read format that is able to be populated quickly and sent off so that you can get paid. Now, here's the part that other companies are far less transparent about. What happens if something actually breaks? A few weeks in, Lowe's decides to update their specifications on the EDI 856 or advanced ship notice. There's now a requirement for a specific segment on the pack or carton level that wasn't required before. With most other EDI platforms, once those specs are updated, your maps break, your shipments fail, and you get charged by the part. With Elevate, as soon as we're notified of an update by the Lowe's team that their specs have changed, our team updates the mapping and your business and EDI stay compliant. You'll get a note letting you know that the Elevate team handled it for you. This is what outsourced EDI actually means. Not a bug report, not a chargeback that had to be fought or validated, an email stating that this was already addressed and taken care of. Miller went from being terrified about being EDI compliant with the Lowe's team now to adding a second trading partner without stress because they know the team at Elevate is handling it for them. If you're in a similar situation and have asked to become EDI compliant and you don't know where to start, this is literally what we do at Elevate. Book a 15-minute call with us. We will tell you exactly what it would take to get you live.
Elevate your business today with EDI that cares.